welcome to my channel. In today's video we're going to be discussing all of my current favorite products that I have been obsessing over the past few months. I rarely ever do favorites videos because I honestly don't have like favorites that I can talk about every month. I think it takes a little longer for me to fall in love with something and like really incorporate it into my everyday routine. I was checking on my channel today, like when was the last time I did a favorites video, and it looks like it was like around 2 years ago. So even though my favorites don't change that often, it's definitely been a long time. And so I wanted to come on here and discuss all of my favorite products that I have been obsessing over with you. I did this full face of makeup with my favorite products. I couldn't include them all because I had like several of the same kind that I couldn't use together, but I did use one of my favorites for every step of my makeup routine today, so we can talk about them and apply makeup all at the same time. If you guys like the video, please don't forget before you leave to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel before you leave if you haven't yet. It really helps me out when you guys subscribe. If you have anything to say or any questions come up, please make sure to leave them in the comment section below. This video is going to be a little long just because we talked about everything and did every single step of everything, so we're not going to make this intro too long. Let's just go ahead and get started. The first thing I want to talk about is my favorite brow products of the moment. I did do that video on the Fenty brow pencil last month. I liked it, I used it, it ran out really quickly, and while I was using that Fenty pencil I started trying this new thing because I saw it on an Instagram video, and the girl was basically using a setting spray to wet a little tiny angled brush and then dipping that wet brush in powder. And so I started doing that while using my Fenty brow pencil just to add a little like few extra hairs to my brows. And I was noticing that sometimes I would like take a nap per se, and I would wake up and like the pencil side of my eyebrows was like wiped off, but I could still see the strokes from the brow powder slash setting spray mixture. And so once my pencil ran out, which was very unexpectedly and rude, I didn't know what to use for my eyebrows, and I started doing my eyebrows just with that setting spray slash powder technique, and that's what I've been doing ever since. I haven't bought any more brow pencils. I've just been using what I'm about to show you. So what I do is I get a setting spray. The one I've been using, which you can see is like all the way down here, I've used this one a lot lately, is the Lancome Fix It Forgetting setting spray, and the brush I've been using for it is the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 14 brush, which is their like teeny tiny little angled brush that they have, and then the Foolproof brow powder from Benefit. I've been spraying the brush or even sometimes putting a little bit of setting spray on top of the powder, like straight up, and dipping my brush in that mixture and then just feathering my eyebrows in the way you guys are looking at it right there. So my current brow favorites is that little mixture. Is a little extra, but oh my god, they don't move. They don't move at all. You have to like wash them off for them to go away, and I really like how long lasting it's been. I also like that it has more of a matte finish versus with some brow pencils. Sometimes my brows can look a little like shiny throughout the day, and I've never liked that. So that is my brow favorites of the moment and the little routine that I've been doing. And then for concealer, I have two favorite concealers. One of them I'm going to talk about right now, and it is this one right here. You can see how like little I have left of this. I have worked on this concealer, I would say, for like over a year now. I've had it forever and it's still going strong. This one I don't love for underneath my eyes because I find it a bit too like tacky and heavy, but I love it for around my eyebrows, and so this is what I always use around my eyebrows. Whenever you guys see me do like eyeshadow looks and underneath my brow it looks a little bright, it's this concealer right here. It's the Lancome Tint at Ultra Wear Camouflage Concealer, and the color I have it on is erased from here, but I think it is 090, and it is the lightest shade. So if the number's wrong, just the lightest shade, that's what I use because I like it to highlight around my brows. So that is kind of what I had to talk about that I already did, and then the rest of my favorites I will apply as I talk about them. For eyeshadow slash palettes, since I last did a favorites video, which was like 2 years ago. I think I looked it up earlier, and it's been a very long time. I've reviewed a ton of eyeshadow palettes. My number one favorite eyeshadow palette of all time, it's still the Desi and Katie palette. This is the one that I reach for the most when I just want to look pretty and I don't want to think about what look to do, and it's just easy, and I always like the results with this one. So this is still my number one favorite. But as far as like current favorites and like palettes that I've tried a little bit closer to the date that I have been thoroughly enjoying, I couldn't pick one. I have 4 right here. So the Jackie Aina palette, love this one, and this is one that I've been reaching for quite a bit. I like how sultry I can make my eyes look with this one. I've been posting looks with this one on my Instagram lately. If you guys don't follow my Instagram yet, the handle is this one right here, and you can see a lot of looks like up close and like zoom into the pictures and see like all the details and whatnot. So the Jackie Aina palette is definitely a current favorite. Another one that I cannot go over is this one right here, my Riviera palette by ABH. I just love the combination of neutrals and pops of color in this palette, and I absolutely love playing with this one. One of my favorite shades, believe it or not, in this palette, and it is like a very boring one, is this color right here called Sails. It's the best white. I love it for like inner corner or like just brightening anything. Love that color right here. Then of course the Sunrise palette right over here. Absolutely in love with this one. I love the colors, the warms, the shimmers, the just richness and butteriness of the pigments. I love the price of this one too. A Natasha Denona palette for $65. I think she should continue making them this size, and I absolutely love playing with this one. And last but certainly not least, this one here. This is the last palette I bought, and I loved my 5 looks 1 palette with it. If you guys haven't checked out the 5 looks 1 palette video I did with this palette, I highly recommend it. It is one that I am so proud of. I'm going to put the link in the description box below. I am obsessed with the looks that I came out with this palette, and so of course I am obsessed with the palette itself. It is amazing. Kathleen Lights and ColourPop did an amazing job with their first like huge palette that they've done, and I could not be happier with it, honestly. So I have 4 palettes that are my current favorites and that I have not been able to get over for sure. I think for today's look, I don't know what I should use. I guess let's use the Natasha Denona one, since I just finished using these two for a 5 looks 1 palette, and I don't know, we'll just use Natasha Denona. I don't think I have a current favorite as far as eyeshadow primer goes, but my all-time favorite is this one right here, the Shadow Insurance, and that's what I'm going to use today. I just like how lightweight it is, and I like to apply it with this brush right here. This is the same brush that I blended under my brows with, and it is the number 57 concealer brush by Sephora Collection. I'm going to use the color Morning first as a transition shade, and I'm using my E40 from Sigma, of course. I love this brush. If you guys ever do a Sigma brush purchase, please use my discount code. It's code Patty. I link it on the description box of most of my videos, just, you know, if you go for it. Second color I'm going to use is this one here, Cornelian. It's a beautiful like mustardy shade, and I'm putting it on the outer half of the crease. Then I'm going to use a little bit of Clove on the outer corner, and I switch my brush to the E25 by Sigma. Back with the E40, I'm just going to make sure everything blends. Blend. Then I think I'm going to go in with the color Azaela, and I'm just going to do it with my finger right here and pat it on the eyelid. I'm not going all the way in because I'm going to use another color on the inner corner, just kind of in the center of the eyelid. And then with my number 15 brush from Sephora Collection, I'm getting the color Awakening, and we're going to put that one on the inner part right there. Just blend it into the color Azaela. Alright, so I'm going to leave it at this for right now. I didn't want to do anything overly complicated. I just wanted to use one of my current favorite palettes in the video. So let's get started with the skin part of the face. And some of you may know I'm doing a like 60-day challenge with The Ordinary. I haven't finished yet, and so I'm not going to tell you guys what my favorite products have been, because I've only used The Ordinary for the past like 50 some days now, and I want to save my thoughts and opinions on those products for the last video that I'm going to do with them. So we're going to start with primer. I already prepped my face and I already did my skincare a little while ago. My current favorite primer is This one right here, it is from Stila. It is a Stila One Step Correct primer. This one, as you can see, it has colors in it. It is a color correcting primer. I have rosacea on my cheeks, and I have found that it really helps to even out my skincare even before foundation, just to get those pinky tones a little bit down. Besides that, it makes my makeup last for a very long time, and it makes my pores look smaller, and I just like overall it's really nice. I feel like it's hydrating, and I do have very dry skin, so I need that. So if you want to even out your skin even like before you put on foundation, I think this is the way to go right here. Look at the difference already. I have it on this side of my face right here. I can definitely see more pink on this cheek. This just looks a little bit more like perfected and evened out, and it doesn't give you any weird like color or undertone or anything like that. Alright, so primer's on. Let's talk about foundation. So I want to mention my first favorite right here. This is the Tarte Foundsealer. This is my favorite foundation for everyday going around, running errands, light coverage, natural look, natural feel. I absolutely love this Foundsealer foundation. I have had it for a few months and I've used quite a bit. It's like up here now, and so I absolutely love this one. My color in this one is the light medium neutral. This is what I wear to work on days where I'm in a rush and I just want to be out the door. It's so nice. The first time I tried it, and I do have a video on it, I thought it was a bit too sticky, and I set it with some powder and then it was fine, but I can use it without powder now. I just had put too much on basically the first time I used it, and it is a really nice foundation. If you have dry skin like me, you'll love it. If you are looking for something that has a sheer to medium coverage and a very natural feel. Believe it or not, I still have some left of my sample for my Charlotte Tilbury foundation. I've used this one like maybe 7 to 8 times. I loved it every time, and I still have some left in my samples. So I haven't bought my full-size bottle yet, but this is one that I love for when I want to look really full coverage, perfect skin, glam. I love it. I have so many favorite foundations. I am so sorry. These two right here, my Stila foundation, absolutely love this one. It feels like you're wearing nothing. It has a beautiful medium coverage. I love it. And then Miss Expensive over here, which I keep in its box and everything because I mean I paid for it. Pat McGrath foundation, $68, super bougie, super expensive, but it's the shit, okay? It's so good. I know that there's a lot of mixed reviews on this one out there. I feel like it probably doesn't work for people who have like combination or oily skin, because I could see it getting broken through with oils really easily. But if you have normal or dry skin, I think this foundation is so beautiful. It looks so nice on. I cannot stop saying nice things about it, and I love it. I think today I was debating between my Stila one or my Pat McGrath. We're gonna go for the Pat McGrath today because I'm feeling fancy. Every time I wear my Pat McGrath foundation, I get so many compliments on my skin, and so I think that's what's made me love it even more, that it's not just me who like notices it, how like pretty it looks on me. It's like other people notice it too, and they always ask me what I'm wearing. It's just made my love for it grow even more. Everybody wants to have nice skin that other people notice, right? Alright, so for concealer, the one that I've been reaching for the most is definitely this one right here. This is the YSL Touche Eclat High Cover Concealer. I cannot stop using it. My favorite shade is the 0.75 because it's a little brightening on me, and this stuff is just freaking phenomenal. I love it. I love the coverage it gives me. I love how bright it makes my under eyes look. I love how like comfortable it feels. It doesn't dry me out. I mean, I cannot say enough things about it, honestly. It's just the freaking best. And so that's what we're gonna use today. Done. Alright, so then I'm just going to blend it in with my beauty blender. See how, look at how bright it just makes everything look. I love it. And it doesn't look textured, and it doesn't look heavy underneath my eyes. For bronzer, I have two different types of bronzer that are my favorite. I'm going to talk about the first one right now, and that is this one right here, the Huda Beauty Tan Tour. I love this stuff. It looks very natural. It blends out into like nothingness. I have an important dip in it. I've used it quite a lot, honestly. My favorite way to apply it is with my Sephora Collection number 56 brush, and I basically just like tap it on from like the top of my ear at an angle going towards my mouth, and then I start tapping the top of that and blending it in. But look at how like already, look at that natural shade, look how blended that was. Because I think I've made videos on most of these products that I'm telling you guys about, I think I'm going to list those videos down below in case there's something you're wondering a little more about. You can watch my first impression / review on them. Like, I know I have videos on these foundations I'm telling you about. I have videos on this product that I'm applying right now, the concealer. Like, you can see all of those individually and see like what my first impressions were, what I thought about it, and like my review on like every single one of these. But obviously, you know, I like them because they're my favorites video. Alright, so I'm going to just continue applying this one. I'm going to do forehead and underneath my jaw right here. Okay, I'm done with the cream products and we are going to start powdering the face. I have two powders that I have been obsessing over. The powder from Huda Beauty in Pound Cake, and then the Veil powder from Hourglass. And I like them for different reasons. My Huda Beauty powder I love to set my under eyes with because it's my favorite to make my under eyes not crease. But I use very, very little of it, only where I have lines. And then my Veil powder I use for everything else. I know it's super extra, but I promise you that that's what works for me. Just because if I were to use the Veil primer all over my face, it doesn't do as well at setting my under eyes. Like, it sometimes creases a little bit if I just use that one. So that's why the Huda one is my favorite, just for like the creases underneath my eyes. But then this one has a nice like luminous finish to it, and so I really like it for everywhere else. So I'm going to use it here. We're going to even like bake the sides of my nose with it, forehead, center of the nose, and chin. We're going to define the contour with it a little more as well. And while the powder sits on my face, we're going to talk about my second favorite bronzer, which is a powder one, and it is this one here. It is the bronzer from Physicians Formula. The color is bronzer, I'm pretty sure. As you can see, this is definitely a favorite. I think I've had it for maybe 5 or 6 months and it's already down to like that much. I love this one. And I'm just going to tap over the areas that I contoured with it. I love that this is a nice buildable bronzer. I like using it by itself too, not just on top of the Huda one. But because I wanted to show you both my favorites, I'm combining them today. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and take off any excess powder now. This is my Sephora collection number 79 brush, which is my favorite one for powder, basically, because I like to just use it for like underneath my eyes and like the small areas that I powder, since I don't powder all over my face. Moving on to blush, I only have one blush that I have been obsessing over lately, and it is this one right here. This one is from Milani. It is the Rosematic Rose number 1. I love it because it's like a toned down pink. It's not super bright, and it's nice and buildable on the cheeks. So this is what I have been using lately for blush. I'm going to finish my under eyes real quick. I'm going to grab the color Morning. This is the M506 by Morphe, and I'm just going to blend it underneath my eye. And then I'm going to grab the color Clove right here with the tip of it, and we're going to put it on the outer corner part, really, really close to my lower lash line. Okay, so just like this, and I'm going to go ahead and use some setting spray now before I apply highlighter, just to make anything powdery kind of like calm down. I think I have two setting sprays that I have been using a lot, one of them being the Lancome Fix It Forget It ones, which I mentioned earlier for my brows, and then the other one is like more of a face mist than a setting spray, and it is this one right here. It is the Vitamin Nectar from Fresh. It is full of antioxidants. This one gives me a bit more of a glow, and that's what I'm going for today. So I think I'm going to use some of this and maybe some of this on top, just because why not. I love the mister on this Vitamin Nectar. It's super, super thin and like even and like spread out. And now we're going to let it dry. For highlighter, I hate that I have to say this, but my favorite one is the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, and I know that it's been discontinued. I'm really hoping that they come back with it at some point because it is so good and I love it. We're going to use Amrezy highlighter today. Alright, so we are only missing lips and lashes. For favorite lashes, as in like false lashes, I'm not going to wear them today, but my favorites are most definitely these right here. These are the Lily lashes in Barcelona. I think these are like Lily lashes for Sephora collection, in Barcelona. I don't think I've ever had lashes that I've liked this much. I've tried the Lily lashes in Miami and I don't like them as much as these. These are like if Miami were a little bit tapered in the inner corner part. Miami's are very long right here and they kind of go over my eyebrow, and I just don't feel comfortable with them because I feel like they look so weird in the inner part, like they just go above my, I don't know. They're just not my favorite. I love how wispy they are and how full they are and how dramatic they are. And these Barcelona lashes by Lily Lashes are just as dramatic and wispy and full, but they do taper in right here a little bit, and it's just, they're perfect for me and I am in love with them. So my favorite lashes are for sure the Barcelona lashes by Lily Lashes. For mascara, I don't really have any favorite. My favorite is still Velvet Noir by Marc Jacobs or the Shock by YSL. Those are my top two. I'm going to use the Velvet Noir mascara right now. None of the new mascaras that have come out have blown me away. I still have my two that I absolutely love. So I'm going to go ahead and apply my Marc Jacobs mascara. This is like a little one that I have, and I'm going to be right back with my lashes on to talk about lipsticks. I'm back, mascara on, and we're going to go ahead and talk about lipsticks. I have 6 lipsticks sitting right in front of me that I am super obsessed with. I love them so much. Spoiler alert, they're all nude, but they're different, okay? So let's see. We're going to start with this one right here. This is a Sephora Collection Lip Stories. This is the cheapest one off the bunch. This is in the color 1, which is called Brunch Date. And it is this beautiful color right here. That's what this one looks like right there. I love it. It's only $8. It's a matte finish from Sephora Collection. And you just can't beat the price. And I love, love, love the color. Next, I have a gloss, we can say. It is this one right here from NARS. This is the color Orgasm. And I love it because it has a tint to it. So it actually tints your lips and it makes them look not just glossy but a little bit more like peachy and plum and like beautiful. That is what this one looks like right here. Another one that I've used so much is this one right here. This is actually like a lip balm type of lipstick from Origins. It is in the color Honey Blush. And I am obsessed with it. It's got the best hint of like a nude shade. The name of the color suits it so nice because it's right between like pinky and like a honey color, and it is absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on for you, and then I'll put something else over top of it just so you guys can see at least a couple of them swatched on my lips. This is what it looks like right here. It's just my perfect nude. Whenever I'm wearing a very dark smoky eye and I want very little attention on my lips but I still want them to look nice, this is what I go for. Sometimes I've used a little lip liner with it and that looks really pretty, but like even just by itself, I love, love, love how natural that looks. Next, I have this one here. This is from YSL and this is in the color 87. This one is so pretty for fall. That is it right up here. It is such a beautiful warm nude shade. I absolutely love it. Maybe I should have swatched all of them on my lips because now I want to show you this one too. Check it out right here. See, it's just a really pretty like warm nude shade. I love it for the fall season. Again, that is number 87 from YSL. Those are a little bit on the pricey side. I have 2 more lipsticks to go and they're both from Charlotte Tilbury. The first one is the Pillow Talk lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like everybody is obsessed with this and so am I. This color right here all the way at the top. It's like the perfect mix between a pinky nude and a brown nude. It is just so, so beautiful and it looks so good on so many skin tones. I absolutely love this one. Should I put it on? Let's put it on. I love how Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks smell. Okay, so this is what Pillow Talk looks like. Just a beautiful like pinky nudie shade. It's just so pretty. I'm going to take it off too because I want to show you the last one. Alright, so my last one is super extra special and it is also from Charlotte Tilbury. It is this one right here. I am obsessed with the packaging. This one is called JK Magic and I bought it because it's a color that I thought I would like maybe wear sometime, but mainly I bought it because it is made for JK Rowling, Harry Potter's author. I'm obsessed, so I had to have it. The packaging is very, very fancy. And I honestly did not think I would get that much use out of it. I just liked it because I wanted the packaging. I wanted to like have the JK Rowling lipstick, you know? But I love it. Like I'm obsessed with it. I'm going to do one last swatch up here so you guys can see it. So this is it right here. It's a little bit peachier than Pillow Talk, and it is just such a beautiful nude lipstick. That is the one that I'm going to wear today. I left it for last so that we can keep it on. So this right here is what the JK Magic one looks like. I absolutely love it with like this eye look. I look super nude, super pinky, super girly, and I am honestly obsessed. I was wearing at the beginning with a more like brownie nude liner and I loved it like that, but I realized that I could wear it by itself too. I thought it was gonna wash me out. I don't think it does. So these are the 6 lipsticks that I have been obsessing over. I am so sorry that they are all nude, but I just have been on a nude kick, especially because I've been doing like eye looks with different palettes, and I feel like when I do up my eyes, I love a nude lipstick. So that's why these are the ones that I've been reaching for the most. That is it. That is all of my current favorite. I truly hope that you guys like this video. I'm going to link as much as I can in the description box below so that you guys can see all of the colors that I talked about. If I have videos on it, I'll also link the video on them. I really hope that you guys like the look. I hope that you guys like the products that we discussed today. Make sure you leave me any thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like this video if you guys liked it, and please subscribe to my channel. It means the world to me when you guys subscribe, and that way you can keep up with future content. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!